What is up, guys? We're the Vaping Roundtable. Today we're going to do a juice review on a company called Broke Dick. So this is the label, and it's kind of a cool little artsy label. I like it. It's simple.
Like the Monopoly Man.
And we have 5 of their juices on their website. They say that you can get 2 120 ml bottles for $23. And that's badass.
Yep.
I like that. That's a company that does not want to rape you on price. So kind of an interesting review. We have some cheapy juice, and we'll give you our thoughts on that a little bit later. But Dakota, go ahead and tell them about Broke Dick.
So
Broke
Dick is pretty much a company that is against the vape hogs, which are the people in the vape industry that pretty much screw you on juice prices. You can pick up their juice on www.brokedick.com.
Yes.
They're made in Florida, and like we said, they're really cheap juice that's got amazing flavor. 70/30 VGPG comes in the nicotine strengths of 0, 3, and 6. They also do limited edition juices in 60 ml bottles for $15. We have one of those here. I don't think it's on the website anymore, but
no, it just left. But we're still going to review it.
Yeah, we're still going to review it
because it might come back if it's popular. Okay, so I'm going to jump through the flavors we got real quick just to get to the point here. Water Cup, and go ahead and tell them what Water Cup is.
So Water Cup is a fruit punch flavor that's a lot like the Kool-Aid fruit punch. It's really good.
Okay, then we got Payday, and they call this the adult milkshake.
Payday is a mixture of Bananas Foster, bourbon, butterscotch, a twist of orange, cappuccino, whipped cream, and toasted coconuts. There are a lot of flavors in there.
And they do a good job on the mix on that one. Yeah. So the 15th, which is the original flavor I've had, Dakota actually had this on his RDA.
It's my baby.
A while back. I tried it, and I was just like, that is amazing. Mm-hmm. So this is what actually got me into the company, was from his RDA. That's the 15th.
And the 15th is a banana cream pie with peanut butter and whipped topping.
Okay, and then Layaway is like a, what does it say?
Marshmallow cereal that will remind you of being a kid.
Right, it's kind of like the Lucky Charms. That's like their version of Lucky Charms. I don't know if that's a limited edition.
That's not.
It
was, but it's full-time now.
It's full-time. Okay, so this is the limited edition one, this little 60 ml bottle. This is called Bankroll number 4.
That one is a caramel apple pie with a really pronounced, really good pie crust and caramel flavor. It's top-notch. You know, it's amazing.
Right. Yeah. I think it's amazing.
It's really good.
So we're going to go ahead and put fresh cotton on our RDAs, and then we're going to go ahead and drip these flavors. You won't be seeing us doing that, but, you know, honestly, we've been dripping these flavors for so long now. I mean, it's not like a fresh try on any of these. So I don't think I'm going to re-wick my cotton. Disclaimer, I'm not going to re-wick my cotton every time just because I'm kind of lazy, and I'm going to give you the honest, full front review on anyway, just because I know exactly what these taste like on fresh cotton anyway. We'll get into that. All right, Water Cup. I've already got this dripped on my recoil with a 0.17 dual coil build of fused Claptons, and I'm going to be hitting this at 106 watts. This is on the Cartel RevNet too, by the way.
And I'm dripping it on the Kennedy X1 at 60 watts, 0.2 ohm build on the USVL Infinity.
Ooh. So what it is it's a lot like the fruit punch that you had as a kid from the Kool-Aid packets. It's kind of like that. It's just, to me, it's not my favorite style of vape. I've never been a fan of fruit punch vape, so this one is not for me. But if you like fruit punch, this is a very strong, like, punch you in the face flavor. So another thing is, no throat hit on any of these. It's very smooth nicotine. And also the cloud production, which you can see. It's pretty cloudy. So if you guys are obsessed with the clouds, that's part of what makes you want to buy an Ejuice. Then you're going to get plenty of clouds out of these. They are all A70/30. And they cloud up pretty nice.
Yep. Oh, yeah.
Just like the camera right now.
Yep. Sorry about that. I've had fruit punch flavors before. I'm rather fond of fruit punch flavors. They're just hard to find. This one is more of a dry vape, if you get what I mean. Like,
It's kind of chalky in a way too.
I wouldn't necessarily say chalky, but it's kind of dry. Like with a juice box, like fruit punch juice box, it's wet. With Kool-Aid, it's got that dry flavor to it. This has the same style of flavor, but with a vape, if you get what I mean. Like the Limitless Fruit Punch is a wet vape. This one is more of a dry vape. Nonetheless, it is super flavorful. You get a lot of the pineapple and the strawberry and all those flavors that you'd find in fruit punch in this vape. It's very good on the flavor.
So you're a fan of it?
I'm a fan of it.
Okay. So what would you rate that?
If I had to rate that, I'd give it a solid 8.5 or 9 out of 10. I think it's great.
I'm going to give that a 6 out of 10 just because I don't like fruit punch vapes. I think it's good. It's good for what it sets out to do. Just not my kind of vape at all. 6 out of 10. Doesn't mean it's bad though. That's just how I interpret the vape. So
yeah. All right, so this next one that we are dripping is Payday. This is the one with the bananas Foster, the bourbon, the butterscotch, the twist of orange, cappuccino, whipped cream, and toasted coconut. So there are a lot of flavors to be looking for in this vape.
This is an interesting vape.
It's
got
quite
bourbon in it
interesting. Too. Okay.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. And these are also very steeped too. So we're at the full on steep. We've had some of these for over a month. And
yeah,
everything's coming together.
Flavor.
What do you get off that?
You get a lot of the bananas Foster. You get a lot of the bourbon, not so much on the butterscotch or the twist of orange, a hint of cappuccino, a really healthy dose of the whipped cream, and a pretty small amount of the toasted coconut. But I think that that's very well blended to what an adult milkshake would be. So it's like the amount that you put into adult milkshake would be the amount that they put into this juice. It's very well blended, super flavorful.
See, when I first tried this, right, like fresh out of the mail, the bourbon was really strong. The other flavors hadn't come through, and I was like, and I know things have to steep. So, but once that's steeped, oh my God, that was fucking good. It was really, really good. So I can definitely recommend this to you guys who like dessert vapes. Just know there's a little bit of a tinge of bourbon in that.
But you don't get drunk off of it because it's not actual alcohol. So it's like an adult milkshake without the after effects.
But, as bourbon thrown into a milkshake, I never really thought I'd like that. I fucking love this. So Broke Dick, good job on this. I think a lot of people watching this, if you try this company, you're going to like this vape. It's because it's number one. Here's the reason why. That is a different vape. I haven't had this vape from any other company, and that sets it apart for me. It's really unique. It's really interesting, and I've just vaped the shit out of it. So I give that one a solid 9 out of 10. I do. It's just that's a high rating for me.
I'd have to agree with that one. That's very well blended. They are one of the only companies I would trust with a blend like that to not fuck it up in any way. They nailed that one. 9 out of 10 for me.
9 out of 10.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, so the next one on the list I have dripped in here is the 15th. To me, this is the best one from the website, hands down. My personal opinion. Of course, yours is going to be fucking different. But hopefully, after we tell you about this juice, you might change your mind, because this is a banana peanut butter cream pie with whipped cream. And let me vape it real quick. Fuck yeah. It's okay. So what I get from this is a hint of banana, just a very slight hint of like a dessert pudding type of banana, not a candied banana, and a really slight hint of a really good peanut butter. It's not strong. It's not too light. It's kind of a strong whipped type of peanut butter, because there's whipped cream in the vapes. So I'm getting just a really good slight combo of the two of them. And if you're into dessert vapes, like, oh my God. So Dakota gave this to me. He gave me his RDA one day when we were driving down the highway, and I remember hitting this going, oh my God, that's like the best vanilla custard ever, because I didn't know what the juice flavor was. Now, that just kind of goes to show you how light the flavor is, but once I knew it was banana peanut butter, it just kind of stood out. And of course, it hadn't fully steeped, I don't think. I mean, it wasn't on a full steep.
No, not really.
But once that hits its full steep, then the peanut butter, then the bananas start coming out. And it's just overall, it's my favorite. It's one of the best juices I've ever had from a company that sells juice at this price. So I'm going to give that a 10 out of 10.
You know, personally, I love this juice. This is my everyday vape, all day vape. It's about the only thing I vape, and it's not just because I'm low on juice. It's because I genuinely love this juice. Really well-pronounced banana pudding, like he said, is what we get. It's not like a shitty candied, like...
Not at all.
Banana flavor, like the Runts flavor. It's a good banana pudding flavor. Subtle hints, of the peanut butter. I wish there was a little more peanut butter in it because I love good peanut butter vapes, and I think if they put more peanut butter into it, it'd be amazing. And slight hints of whipped cream. I don't think it needs any more whipped cream in it. That is perfect.
Dude, they mastered the fucking whipped cream ratio to that peanut butter and banana.
It's the same with all of their juices. The ratios are just perfect.
It's fucking juice heaven is what it is.
Yeah, if I had to make one more recommendation to this juice, it's just add a touch more peanut butter to it.
A little bit more.
I give it a 9 out of 10 because I wish there was more peanut butter in it, but it's still a fucking amazing vape. And for me, getting a 9 out of 10, that's big because, yeah, I'm a juice critic.
You're more of a fruit fan anyway.
Depends on the day, roughly, but
well, you used to be
usually, used to be all fruit.
All fruit. So that's big coming. It is big coming from him.
I wasn't huge into dessert vapes until I got into Broke Dick, really, but the 15th, it's the shit. All right, so this next one that we are dripping is Layaway. This is the marshmallow cereal that will take you back to when you were a kid. So it's a lot like the Lucky Charms flavor. I'm going to take a vape off of it.
Now, I got mine, obviously, at a higher wattage, so go ahead and hit mine.
Yeah.
So you kind of, because yours is a 75 watts.
It's a lot of the cereal flavor and not enough marshmallow flavor. When you smell it, you smell the marshmallow and not a lot of cereal. When you vape it, you taste a lot of cereal and not a lot of marshmallow. Personally...
See, it's the opposite for me. I get nothing but marshmallow.
Flavor is subjective. Not saying it's bad. It's not. I'm not a huge fan of that one. I like cereal vapes, but that one it's not hitting home with me too much.
I think it's good. Kind of like what he said, it's just like the things, some of the stuff is not, evened out. Overall flavor, I think it's not my favorite, but I do think it's good. It's good. I taste marshmallow and I taste that cereal. I think that would probably be one of the hardest juices to get right. It's like a Lucky Charms.
You don't see many.
I don't down the company on this at all because that's hard. That's a really hard one to hit. And because I am super critical about Ejuice, it's one of my favorite things to do is to try new juices. I give them props. I'll give this a 7 out of 10 just because I do enjoy it. It's the least vaped of the 5. Obviously, as you can tell, it's the least vape, but does not mean it's bad. It's my second worst favorite because that fruit punch wasn't my favorite. This one, I think if you like the idea of Lucky Charms, I think they did a pretty good job on it. I just don't think it's like, that's the Lucky Charms,
It's not like an in-your-face Lucky Charms flavor.
So don't, and if Broke Dick, if you're watching this, don't take that as a hit. Yeah, that's just me being honest,
It's still really good juice. If I had to rate it, I'm going to say 6 out of 10. Most of that is good effort on, getting that as close as I've ever seen a vape company get it. Like I said, I've never seen a vape company do Lucky Charms flavor. I think if you guys added a bit more marshmallow flavor to it, for me personally, I think it'd be an amazing vape.
Okay, so the next one we have is Bankroll number 4, and this is their limited edition, which I think it's gone off the website right now. And if you guys are, if you're getting any good buzz on this, I'd throw it back up. I'd make it a regular flavor because this is a caramel apple pie. Okay, caramel apple pie. I mean, we've seen a lot of apple pies in the industry. This one has an emphasis on the caramel and the pie crust. And I don't know if that's what they were going for, but I taste it. You get a tiny hint of cinnamon. You taste the apple. Let's see. I don't know. I taste the apple pie, I taste the crust, and I taste the caramel. And the caramel's like right there on the end of the exhale. It's good. So if you guys want the apple pie, the caramel apple pie dessert vape, this is pretty good. I've had a lot of caramel apple pies. I've had a lot of regular apple pies. This is one of the better ones. And I would probably compare this closest to my favorite, which is from Big Lou East Coast Reviews, his line. If you guys know what I'm talking about. I don't know if you guys have ever heard of him. I know a lot of people have, but he has a line, and I can't remember the name of that juice in that line, but it's good. It's good. It's a good apple pie. It's emphasis on the crust. So I give this one a 9 out of 10 for nailing what they were going for.
A lot of vape juice companies fuck up apple pie flavors simply because they put way too much cinnamon in it. With this one, you get caramel apple on the inhale and
it's just so
caramel
slight.
pie crust on the exhale. It's beautifully grounded, very well grounded, not an overbearing amount of cinnamon at all. I mean, I can hardly taste the cinnamon as it is. If you guys didn't put cinnamon in this, I think you did. That's perfect. You know, I really wish that you guys would put that back up on the website so our viewers and everybody else can have it again, because that shit is just amazing.
Yeah, bring that shit back.
Very,
and if
very
it was
well done.
If it wasn't good, I wouldn't even say what I said. Honestly, I'd tell you it's dog shit, but
That is
it's
the
fucking
best
good.
damn caramel apple pie I've ever had.
It's good. All right, so that was our take on the company Broke Dick, the 5 that we had. I hope you got something. I hope we didn't ramble too much. Those are our thoughts, opinions, and ratings. I think I mentioned this before, but you saw the vapor production. You can see it right now. It's
Pretty vapey in here.
pretty thick. So if you guys are worried about cloud production, I never worry about that. I just worry about flavor and hit. The throat hit's really smooth on all these. They're really creamy. The ones that are supposed to be creamy, they taste like that old style vape that's just good creamy.
Like I said, you can pick these up at www.brokedick.com. I will put the link to the website down in the description. They are $23 for 2 120 mils, $15 for the limited edition 60 mils, and you can also get 5-pack dessert and the 5-pack fruit for $58.
Yeah,
and
that's pretty cool.
5 120 mils for $58. You cannot beat
That's
that,
fucking
guys.
cheap. That's really cheap.
That's stupid cheap. Because you're not getting raped by the vape hogs.
I'm just saying, honestly. I mean, that for how good these are, that's a steal. I mean, just take our word for it. Take our word for it. It's a good company. It's a really that guy knows what he's doing.
And they've always got new juices coming in and out of there. They're limited edition. They just dropped a lemon cake flavor, which I'm super anxious to try because I love lemon cake.
I do too. I'm actually.
So I hope to try that one soon. But yeah, they're always updating their repertoire on juices. There's always something new going on at Broke Dick. So, and they always keep around the classics.
So, like, comment, and subscribe if you gave a shit about this review, if we did a good job, if we nudged you in the way of checking out this company, because we would support this company because of how good it is. Check us out on Instagram at the Vaping Roundtable. We post lives on there all the time, and we do lives. We don't post lives, we do lives. Yeah, we got updated info coming on future reviews and everything else like that. Remember, there are a million ways to quit smoking, but vaping is dapper as shit. We'll see you next time.